Good morning, everyone. Good morning, kids. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, mom and dad, aunts and uncles, grandma and grandpa. Welcome to the program called Living Healthy, a fantastic voyage. We are going to get started in a minute as I see people are still logging in. Stay with us. We're going to have a great time going through a fantastic voyage to living healthy. Well, it looks like people are on and waiting. So let me get started. I'm Dr. Len Fromer. I work at Turner Impact Capital, part of the company that you are familiar with from TI Communities. And I am really excited to be in front of you today to be able to offer some real good information about being healthy, living healthy, and have some fun while we do it. We have some interesting folks that are going to come on in a few minutes to be able to help us go through this. And as a matter of fact, let's start right now with me introducing someone who's near and dear to me. He happens to be my son. It's Andrew Fromer. Andrew is an actor, director, producer, singer, and songwriter. And he has written a song that he's going to perform for you that I think really gets us in the mood with what we want to cover. So Andrew, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Fromer, or as I like to call him, Dad. Good morning, everyone. As he mentioned, I do a lot of things in the arts, and one of them is songwriting, and I've actually been in virtual summer camp for the last few weeks, been writing songs for a virtual summer camp. And so when Dr. Fromer, when Dad told me about this event, I put together a little piece for y'all to get us started. So without further ado, gonna get us in the mood. Good morning, everyone. Gonna have a little fun as we learn something new, how you can take care of you. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Alright, everybody ready? Don't forget, gotta get those bodies moving. It sure helps if there's music like this that is grooving. But wherever you are, you don't have to go far. To do some push-ups, get some water in those cups. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Alright, next verse. Everybody ready? Here we go. A whole lot of sweets might seem like nice treats, but they don't fuel up your tummy, even though they are yummy. And hey, it's okay, go see a doctor a few times a year. They just want to check on you. Nothing to fear, just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. In closing, I would just like to say, it's good to get some fresh air every day. And when you combine them all, it can be fun to exercise and have some healthy snacks under the sun. Whoa, but not too much sun. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Just a few simple things is all you really have to do. Eat right, sleep tight, move that body too. Thank you, everybody. Good morning.
Well, thank you, Andrew. That was awesome. That woke me up. I hope it woke everybody else up also. So thank you very much. All right, folks, what we're going to do now is shift over to some fun games that we could play. I'm going to use a game that's a version of Pictionary that I think you probably have played with your families. Great game, great family game. We're going to do the virtual version of Pictionary and see how that helps us learn about staying healthy. So the first thing I want to do is share my screen and get us over to a PowerPoint slide that I put together. And I'll show you how the game works. So here is our first, version of how we're going to do this. I take a picture, cover it completely with this kind of sparkly rainbow. And what you're going to do is see little parts of the picture uncovered. I'll give you a hint. And then as you see the picture uncovered, you'll be able to start to see what's underneath. And when you think you know what it is, go ahead and type it in the comment box, or just think about it if you can't type it into the box or your parents aren't there to type it in. But once we get it figured out from revealing parts of the picture, we'll talk about what's underneath and why it's so important to staying healthy. So here's the first clue. And you see parts starting to get uncovered. This is something we all have to do now, really important because of the coronavirus, that we always have to do all our lives, but now much more important, very much more than we used to. We have to do this to stay healthy. And you can see pieces starting to come. There's another piece. I think, I see that somebody has gotten it right. So this is hand washing. Hand washing is something we've always done, and everybody's always said to you, whoever takes care of you, and your family has always said, got to wash our hands. You never can wash your hands too much. Now it's really important to wash them. And what I want to do is show you a video that's going to give you some information about how to do it the best way possible.
There's so many germs on everything. You can't go anywhere without getting dirty. Here's something my mama told me. A truth to wash the germs away and keep your hands clean. Keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water. Soap and water. Scrub your hands together and make it lather. Make it lather. Do this before you eat. And after you use the potty. 'Cause that's the best way to stay clean.
Step 1. Wet your hands with clean running water. Step 2. Lather your hands by rubbing them together with soap. Be sure to lather the back of your hands between your fingers and under your nails. Step 3. Scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds. Need a timer? Sing the happy birthday song from beginning to end 2 times. Step 4. Rinse your hands well under clean running water. And finally, step 5. Dry your hands using a clean towel.
Please keep your fingers out. But I've isn't that the most, 'cause it's really, really gross. And after playing out, stop, please try to wash your hands with soap and water. Soap and water. Scrub your hands together and make it lather. Make it lather. Do this before you eat and after you use the potty. 'Cause that's the best way to stay clean.
Okay. So Hand washing, really important, everybody. Really more important now to make sure we don't get coronavirus. All right, let's move forward to the next thing we want to do. New picture, new uncover, new section here. And I'm going to give you a clue to start thinking about what this could be. So this is something we should be doing every day. Andrew talked about it in his song, and it's good for health. It's good for keeping us healthy and getting us healthy and keeping all our muscles toned up. So let's show you one part of this picture and see if you can start to think, gee, what could it be underneath that we're showing here? The next clue is you can do this inside or outside. You can do this by yourself or with friends or with your family. But if you do it with friends and family in this time that we have going with coronavirus, make sure you wear a mask if you're outside. Let me show you one more piece of this. And I think people are starting to get what it is. Take a look at it. And I'll take off more. And I think you see, and I see people typing in that it is exercise. And what we have here, let's assume these are three sisters who live together, so they don't have to be wearing their mask when they're out together just because they're close to each other. But if you go outside, you should be wearing a mask to protect you and to protect everybody else from the coronavirus. So exercise, this is what we want to talk about. Really important, really important. So what I want to do is just play you a song which helps with the exercise, talks about it, and gets us kind of in the mood to be moving. Feel free to get up and dance. Let me show you what I mean. All right, feel free to dance.
I love TV. When you gotta come play outside, instead of sitting around day and night, get moving. Ooh, start grooving. Ooh, play with us, start living life. Play with us, exercise, come on. Video games are cool, but playing video games all day, not cool. But I'm almost level 5. TV is fine every now and then. But come on, get up. Not again. When you gotta come play outside, instead of sitting around day and night, get moving. Ooh, start grooving. Ooh, play with us, start living life. Play with us, exercise, come on. When you gotta come play outside. When you gotta come play outside. Play with us, exercise, come on.
Okay, well, I hope you heard that and got excited and started moving around. What I wanted to do is introduce for you someone who I know quite well also. Her name is Olya Vavrenyuk. She is an international gymnast. She has spent years working for Cirque du Soleil as an aerial acrobat, and she has spent years also across our country in teaching people how to do exercise and running classes and doing individual training for people to get them in shape and teaching the importance of exercise. I want everybody also to give her a big welcome and think about wishing her a happy birthday, because last Saturday, which was the 4th of July, and I think we all had a 4th of July celebration, that's her birthday. And it was a very special birthday for her because she was, that was the first birthday of hers that was celebrated as a United States citizen. She became a United States citizen this year. So please, warm welcome for Olya.
Thank you, Dr. Fromer. That was quite an introduction. Thank you, everybody who's wishing me happy birthday, belated. And let's get you moving. Let's get you started. So anyone who wants to, kids, adults, everyone, let's get up. We're gonna get you stretching and moving and get you that heart rate up. I am very excited to be here with you today, and thank you for being part of this awesome community. So let's get you a little space around you so you'll be able to move. Adults, kids, dogs, cats, anyone, get up and let's get you moving. So we'll start with standing. So you're gonna come on up and then let's start stretching. We're gonna reach our hands up to the ceiling, stretch that back. Think about getting as tall as possible as you can. And you're gonna reach down to go all the way to the toes. And again, we're gonna stretch up to the sky, go as tall as you can. You can even tip your toe if you want to. And then slowly go down, reach towards those toes. Let's go 2 more times. Now we're gonna reach, make sure you're breathing. It's really important during the exercise to get that blood flow. And then slowly reach down towards those toes. And one more time, inhale, reach up. Keep getting stretched that body as much as you can and go all the way down. Beautiful. Now reach one hand. Let's go with the right hand up towards the ceiling, left hand on the hip, and we're gonna go sideways. Stretch those obliques, stretch those hips, and we're gonna switch. Left arm up, right arm to the hip, and we're gonna stretch nice and over. Let's keep going. Maybe you can pick up a little speed and get a little dynamic going. Reach up and over. Get those obliques stretching and reach it nice and over for 4 and 3. Keep going for 2. Last one, reach your hands to the side. We're gonna go opposite hand to the opposite leg. We're gonna reach to the toes. Kick that leg opposite. Reach, cross it. Cross your body, nice. Keep reaching through the toes. Really get that body moving. Really lumping that back. Arms reaching. You're gonna pick up the speed for 8 and 7. You can count with me. And 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring your hands to the hips. And you're gonna imagine that we're gonna sit on an imaginary chair. So you're gonna go down to the chair, it's very low, and you're gonna come back up. And we're gonna go down to the chair, it's very low, and you're gonna come back up. And we're gonna pick up low pace and go down to the chair and up. Down and up, send your hips back. Don't be shy, really sit on that chair. Find your 3 joints moving. And we go down and up, 4 more. 4, pull back up. 3, really healthy for your knees. 2, last one, we're gonna hold it low as we can. And we're gonna like really gentle, like we're creeping. You don't want anybody to hear that we're gonna go forward 2 steps and back 2 steps. And forward and back. And now we're gonna turn into a turbo speed. And we're gonna run as fast as we can. And you're gonna run and keep your knees low. And you're gonna go lower. And go taller. And turn on that turbo speed as fast as you can for 8, 7, go forward, back, for 4. Maybe sideways. Tricky over there, get that. And go 5, 4, 3 more, 3, maybe circles. 2, 1, and gonna drop down. And up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way Touch the toes as you go all the way down with that full squat. For 5 and 4. 3 more. 3 and 2. Last one, we're gonna go all the way down. We're gonna sit down now. It's a nice heart rate. You start feeling that heart is picking up. We're gonna wrap our knees and we're gonna create like a little ball. Like you wanna stay in the shape of a ball and we're gonna roll like a ball. You're gonna roll back onto the back and then come back up. Roll through this plane and come back up. If you wanna get a little more challenging, you might not wanna touch your feet as you're coming up. So you're gonna hold your legs up. Maybe kick them in the air. Maybe you can clap with those feet. And roll back. And up. And roll back. And up. And if you're gonna get really fancy, maybe you can kick those legs up. And back to sitting. Up. And back to sitting. Challenge yourself. Try to catch yourself on your buns. See, now I failed. I touched it. Imagine the floor is really hot and you really don't want to touch it. And you go for 4 and 3. Expel 2 more. 2. Last time you're gonna lie all the way down and relax. Just kidding, no relaxing here. You're gonna bring your legs up and we're gonna find those pedals and we're gonna go into a bicycle. We're gonna pedal nice and slow, finding that bicycle's rolling. You may be sightseeing some beautiful views. You may be pedaling through the mountains right now. And we're gonna pick up that speed. And we're gonna go really, really fast. Keep the bicycle going. And keep going. And have a little faster. Maybe grow forward to see where you're going. And we go for 4. Keep pedaling. 3. Keep pedaling faster. Who's faster? Who's first? I see us coming. And now we're gonna slow it back down. Oh, we're gonna come to a stop, but we need to reverse it. We went too far. Let's go backwards. Really bicycle the bike back. Keep it stretching and pulling the bicycle back for 4 and 3 and 2. And you're gonna relax. Reach your hands up and over your head. And we're just gonna do our favorite thing. And imagine we sitting all the way up to watch a beautiful TV. But there's no TV. So you're just gonna go back down disappointed. And then we're gonna sit back up and think about, well, maybe there's something else. No, okay, let's go back down. And you're just gonna roll up and down and pull up. And if you really, really wanna get fancy, you might wanna lift legs up as you're rolling up. You roll up and float those legs and then lower all the way down. And if there's just too much, you're just gonna keep rolling up and smiling. I wanna make sure that smiles on the faces all the time. You go 4 more and all the way down. 3 more. 3. Get that core working is really important. 2 more. Exhale for 2. That core helps you to stabilize your lumbar spine and helps you to prevent any type of pain or injuries. Now you're gonna sit forward, legs slightly open into a V, and we're gonna stretch our back, reach our fingers forward as much as we can, and come back up. And now you're gonna look to your left leg and think about like you wanna kiss your knee, like you really, really like yourself. And you're gonna kiss that knee and come back up. Now we have to acknowledge the second leg too. We're gonna go towards the right leg. And you're gonna do the same thing. And back to the left leg. You really stretch. Think about arms reaching to the toes, but you're really kissing yourself, your knee, like you really, really love yourself. And let's go 2 more times each side. Good, and last one. Now finish on the center to lengthen your back. Stay down, really stretch. Breathe into the back and roll all the way back up. Beautiful, let's come into your knees and hands. And we're gonna go into an angry cat. Anybody saw an angry cat? If not, I'll show you. Think about that. Spine flexes up as you reach up. You can even now a hiss if you want. So you can round your spine and back to arch. And then round that spine and then back to arch. Good, really round like you really angry. You can be that nice angry cat, doesn't want to see the dog. And then slowly back to neutral. One more time. Round that spine and then back to neutral. Now, as the season is not really swimming season, we're gonna go to pretend swimming. You're gonna lie down on your tummy. And first thing, you're gonna lift your legs and arms off the ground like a nice wide star. And relax. Think about like you're on that surfing board and you're gonna lift it up and you're gonna start pedaling. Floating those arms, kicking those arms and legs together at the same time and swim. Keep reaching, keep kicking that water. Keep pedaling. Maybe there's a big wave coming and you keep pedaling maybe faster. Reaching up and reach, reach, reach. There we go for 8. Keep going. 7. You're almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're on the beach. Good job. Take a little stretch. Push into your arms. Take a breathe. And now we're going to actually go for surfing. So we're going to go first for swimming, and then we're going to jump up onto that boards. So let's go back to swimming. Lay down on those boards. Lift your arms and legs and start pedaling. Pedaling as fast as you can. Taking those legs. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. We're going to jump up. And we're going to stand that board. Reach. Use that balance. We're going to go back into swimming. And swim. Reach. Kick those legs and arms. Keep kicking. And 3, 2, 1. And we're going to switch the legs. Because you like to use both sides. And hold that palm up. And we're going back to swimming. And keep going. For 8, 7, 6. Keep going. That is a big wave coming. Come on. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to come up. Hold it pose. That wave you're riding all along. Go back down. And now the wave. Keep going. And keep kicking for 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on. 4, 3, 2. And jump up to those boards. And hold it there. Beautiful job on swimming. We're not done. You're going to go back into a knees and hands. And you're going to lift the hips up. Just go downward dog and stretch the back. Good. And then lower down. And really stretch the back. Really straight those knees. Really kick those legs out into extension. And lower down. Maybe even kick the leg up. And down. And then the other leg up. And down. If this is plenty for you, stay here. And we go for 4. Pull down. 3 more. 3. Pull down. 2 more. Open through the shoulders. Last one. And lower down. All right. Now, as fun, we're going to go. I'm sure everybody watched Spider-Man. So you're going to pretend we're in that beautiful suit. And we're going to crawl like Spider-Man. So, you're going to go back because we need to move forward and back. We're going to lift those knees up. And we're going to crawl forward and then 2 steps back. And maybe you can send that spider web. That's up to you. If you feel like you want to climb that building, then maybe a little faster. Good. And 2 steps forward. And change directions. Really get that target going. And forward. And back. Really kick it. And back. Those Spider-Mans and Spider-Womans are doing a fantastic job. And we go for back. 2 more. Last one. And good job. All right, let's get back to standing. Roll your spine. Get the arms hanging. That was fantastic. You did such a good job. We're gonna roll up. The routine is over. Not quite. You're almost there. Now we're gonna just go for a little run. Around the room. Making that beautiful circle. Maybe pick up those knees. Maybe kick those heels back. Maybe go backwards. Yeah, right? It's good for your hand. Yeah, then twirl. And we go backwards, forward more again. Maybe a little faster. A little faster. A little faster. Get that cardio going. Remember that turbo speed? I want to see that. I want to feel that. abs. We're gonna clap at the top, clap at the bottom. We're gonna add first arms, then we add legs. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Clap at the top, clap on the thighs. 5, 4, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add the jump. Up, up, and a little faster. Get a little clapping for yourself. That was awesome. Everybody, please. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and well done. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Get that body shaking. Good. Take a deep breath in and let it go. 2 more. Deep breath in and let it go. One more time. Deep breath in and let it go. Good job, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of this, working out with me. I am sweating, I am all warmed up, and I hope you are too. Thank you, Lenny, again. Back to you.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. I can't catch my breath. I'm so exhausted, and that was such a good workout. I loved it, and it just got the blood rushing and exciting. You are one of a kind. That was wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody say goodbye to Olya as we move to the next part of what we're going to show. So what we want to do is go back to our game, and we're going to move on to the next section. Let me share my screen for you, and we will go back to get started on the next thing I wanted to share with you. Let me just move forward here. Okay, so we are going to look at this covered picture. First clue for you as I start to uncover it. First clue is that this is something we do every single day. In fact, we do it multiple times a day. And without doing this activity, this allows us to stay alive and healthy if we do it correctly. So let me uncover a little piece of this and let you look at it for a few seconds. And I'm going to give you another clue. What you're seeing in this picture are the healthiest parts of what we can do in this activity. And there's some more to show. And I want you to remember and pay attention to the multiple colors that are in there. And there it is. Yes, you got it right. I saw a few people comment, it's fruits and vegetables, it's food, it's nutrition. That's what this section is going to be all about. Living healthy through great nutrition. And what you're seeing in the shape of a heart, because all of this is good for our heart, it's good for our bodies, it's good for our mind, are so many wonderful foods. Just take a look. And as a first step in this section, how many of what the foods you see there can you identify? I see fruits, I see apples, green apples, red apples. I see vegetables. We see carrots and red peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, green pepper, lettuce, Brussels sprouts. Man, I'm getting hungry just looking at this. Very interesting. Yes, indeed. Very important to eat healthy, to live healthy, right? So what we want to do, again, I want to play a little bit of a song for you, which makes the point that there's a way to think about how we eat that's kind of easy to think about how we get healthy foods. And I'm going to show you right now. Listen and feel free to dance.
I like to eat like a rainbow, builds my body and it makes my brain grow, helps my heartbeat and my blood flow. I like to eat like a rainbow, I like to eat like a rainbow, builds my body body and it makes my brain grow. Helps my heart beat and my blood flow. I like to eat like a rainbow. I like to eat like a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, and green. Tastiest colors I've seen. I like to eat foods purple and blue. Color foods are healthy too. I like to eat like a rainbow. Builds my body and it makes my brain grow. Helps my heart beat and my blood flow. I like.
So those were some of the words that talk about the colors of the foods that we eat and how important it is to be able to eat different colored foods, very big rainbow of foods that we eat that would make it healthy. Variety of those foods, really important. Let me show you some more of those foods. Let's go back to our picture slide and look at this variety of beautiful foods on this platter with all kinds of healthy things. Look at these foods and look at the colors that are up there and how delicious that looks. And sometimes you wonder, what about the foods I eat and love, and because they taste so good, and snacks and things, are there any that are healthy? Well, let's talk about pizza. Pizza is actually a fairly healthy food as long as we don't put a lot of things on top that make it unhealthy. But a good pizza with the great crust and the sauce and the cheese, in moderation, can be a healthy way to eat. Variety is important, so we always want to make sure we're not only eating one thing all the time. What about popcorn? Actually, popcorn can be considered a healthy snack as long as, again, we don't put a lot of unhealthy things like butter, heavy amount of butter on it. We want to use a vegetable oil if you're going to use anything on it. You talk to your parents about what are the tasty ones that are also good for us. Okay. So one more thing I want to talk about with nutrition that people don't usually think about, kids, is we got to have enough water every day. Water is critical. Stay hydrated, especially in the summertime when it's hot and we're going to sweat a lot as we do a lot of that great exercise that Olya just showed us. We need to stay hydrated to help our bodies work really well and do the right thing for all of us in terms of our muscles and our brain and thinking and going to school and doing our studies. Got to have water. Make sure you get enough water every single day. So another song, just going to come back and just share it with you, is something I found. I thought it kind of, the words said it very well.
When I was just a tiny little pup, back in the day when I was growing up, I learned how to do a whole lot of stuff. Learning new things, I just couldn't get enough. Had to tie my shoes, button my shirt, had to cross the street so I wouldn't get hurt. I didn't know nothing about healthy food, but now healthy food is my new attitude. Singing the song, 'cause we wanna be strong. We're singing the song, happy day when we work and play, healthy natural food all day. I always pigged out on TV dinners, and I went on a diet, I was trying to get thinner. I ate 10 portions like there were 10 of me. I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy, greasy, drunk.
So you get the idea of what we're trying to say here. New attitude about food, the eating rainbow. Think about the colors, the variety, everything in moderation, and things will be good. It'll set the stage for really healthy living for you. All right, let's move on to the next category of how to live healthy. So we have another picture covered with this sparkly rainbow. And a clue here is This is going to be about going to see someone that all of us should see at least once a year, more on a regular basis, to stay healthy. Someone who does a lot of things for us that keep us healthy and make us healthy. Let me show you this. And as you can see uncovered there, I'm talking about somebody who really knows a lot about being healthy, who really helps people, children and adults, really stay well and be well. Let me show you a little more. Anybody get it yet? Oh, I see somebody typing. Okay, somebody came up with it. We are talking about the doctor, going to the doctor. That's critically important. Regular checkups. When we're sick, of course, we think of going to the doctor, but regular checkups are really important to stay well. Getting our vaccinations, really important to stay well. And I got a song by one of my favorite groups that really makes the point that you can do this, you can go to the doctor and really get healthy. So let me do that for you and play this song, which I think you're going to love. Feel free to dance.
I'm gonna go to the doctor, today's the day to check me out, I'll be okay. I'm gonna wait my turn, no fear, no fright. My doctor makes me feel alright, yeah, doctor. My temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from my doctor. A full examination, yeah, open up and say, And when I go to the doctor, I'm gonna be brave and tell him how I feel today. He's gonna check my pulse and hear the sound of a 1, 2, 3, 4 heartbeat pound. He's gonna check my eyes, check my nose, check my ears, and check my throat. He's gonna use some tools, a stethoscope, and stand me up and check my growth. Yeah, doctor, my temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from my doctor. A full examination, yeah, open up and say,
Take a deep breath in for me. Now breathe out. Good. Say ah. Now let's listen to your heart.
You know a heartbeat sounds like this. Because it beats to the rhythm and your body just can't resist. To move to the pumping sound. It means fun song, so get up and get down. Scream, shout, the doctor's in the house. Doctor, my temperature's taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from my doctor. A full examination, say, Doctor, my temperature is taken by the doctor. I need a vaccination from my doctor. A full examination, say,
All right. I hope a lot of people got up and felt like they had a dance. I know I did. Great song by the Beat Buds. Wonderful group. They do their own music and they are just terrific. And we have to thank them for sharing their talent with us. Now, we just talked about the doctor, and the doctor is really important, but I have a surprise for everybody when we talk about health. And if I said to everybody listening, well, what's the number one reason that kids in school don't get to go to school on any day? What is the reason? Is it that they don't feel well, that the doctor has to take care of them, that they don't feel well for another reason? And it turns out that the most missed days of school happen because of dental problems. toothaches, cavities. So when we talk about the doctor, we're also including the dentist. Really important to go to the dentist, right? Very important. You see kids here getting dental work done. It's not scary, and it is really important to stay healthy and stay well. So when you think about the doctor, also think about the dentist, and don't fight with your parents when they say, we got to go for our regular checkup to the dentist also. All right. Okay, so last category with our uncovered picture, and it's a really important way to stay healthy and pay attention to things that matter and how we feel every single day. So the big clue here is this thing that's going to be in this picture is all about something that we do with practically 1/3 of our entire lives, 1/3 of more of every single day. And it happens every day of our lives. And let me show you a little bit of the picture and let you look at it. And then I'll give you another clue. When you are about 6 to 12 years old, you need a certain number of hours of doing this every single day to stay healthy. And when you get older, you don't need as much of this, but you still need some every night. Getting an idea what it is? There's a little more. I think some of you see that it's a person. What is this person doing? And I see, now you got it. I can see people getting it. It's sleep, and how important sleep is to staying well, feeling well, and being healthy. It's something we have to do every single day. Let me play a song for you that makes the point that sleep is so important. It talks about sleep and gets us in the mood. Don't fall asleep, but gets us thinking about sleep and how important it is. Let me see if I could get it started here. Yeah, there's so much about sleep that's so important. Really, really important. And I wanted to show you a few pictures to make the points about how we can sleep better and do better. First of all, let's look at this, and it's a chart. And you see here, for most of you who are watching between the ages of 6 and 12, or if your older siblings are watching too, you could see your age on the chart. But here's what I wanted to show you, and you see it circled in red. You need about 10 hours of sleep every night for healthy bodies and minds. That's the timing that we want to think about what's the best. When you're in school, when you're in school age, having that 10 hours a night, really critical, really good for health. One of the things we want to talk about, as you see here, is this boy is watching off of an electronic screen at night, a video, something that he's watching on screen or playing on screen. One of the things I want to share with you is not really good to do that anytime near bedtime, because there is a certain kind of light that gets emitted from those screens, the electronic screens like computer, laptops, tablets, cell phone screens. That kind of light makes it harder to fall asleep and get a really good night's sleep. It happens to be called blue light, but an alternative, something I want to make sure you all start thinking about, is instead of doing screen time before bedtime, how about reading? Reading is an excellent thing to do in the evening. Reading is something you can do instead of screen time to be healthy, stay healthy, and help your body get the sleep that it needs and a good solid night's sleep. So that was the last section of what we wanted to talk about in living healthy, in being healthy. I hope you had some fun. I hope you got up and did that exercise with Olya. I hope you loved Andrew's song and the recorded songs we had to get us in the spirit, the upbeat songs. I hope you really enjoyed the bit about nutrition, because food is something we do and eat every day. Which is the most important meal of the day? Anybody know? They're all important is the answer. Healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, healthy dinner. Food becomes what we are. Food and what we eat is so important. So we covered a lot of topics. I hope you had a good time. I want to finish with one thing. And it's just kind of an idea to think about as you go forward and stay safe in the corona pandemic. Remember, wear your masks when you're outside. Remember the hand washing, right? Eating well, sleeping right, doing your exercise. If all of these things fall into place, there's one thing that's also good about being healthy, important about being healthy. And what it is really find something you love to do. And if you do it, you'll have tremendous energy and you can accomplish anything if you do what you love to do. So find something you love, stick with that, and the energy you get from that, you can do anything in life. Have a great Saturday.